welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is Spirit Animal Sunday S.A.S. So we're back again with another video message here from the Spirit Animals. I do want to say that Spirit Animal Sunday does get my lowest views from every video. So I really want to say that I appreciate you. If you're here watching this, I really do appreciate you sticking, through here with me and showing up on Sundays. I just really love spirit animals, and I love connecting with them. And like I've said in previous videos, like Spirit Animal Sunday to me is almost like my church. People go to church on Sunday. Spirit Animal Sunday to me is like my church. I love connecting with the spirit animal, especially on Sunday for some reason. But I want to say thank you, and I really appreciate you rocking with me and sticking through, especially being here on these Sundays that I know I get the lowest views, but I appreciate you being here. So thank you. So we're going to be using cows today. I know I've been using frogs lately, and I love frog energy. The frog medicine is about renewal, rebirth, things, getting that second wind again, right? And today we're going to be using cows, and I really do love cow energy too. It's very nurturing, very soft, very mother-like, kind of like the pink, the pink crystals, the pink opal, and of the pink quartz, and that type of energy that's very soft, very nurturing, very self-love, very healing energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. Again, we're going to be using these cows. So for pile 1, we have this cute little cow here. Sorry about my nails. Excuse my nails. Don't look at my nails. For pile 1, we have this soft, chunky cow. Okay. For pile number 2, we have this Chick-fil-A cow, which says eat more chicken. Pile 2, we have the Chick-fil-A cow. Okay. And for pile 3, we have this cow here. It says kitchen is closed. Okay. So for pile 3, we have the cow that says kitchen is closed. Okay, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, this little cow here, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, I'm associating them with modalities. And the modality I've associated this little cute cow with is the fixed signs. So you could be a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio. I can't separate the cards. There we go. Okay, so you could be one of these signs: Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio. So the cows, we're doing cows because I feel like right now, especially here in the US, we really do need some love, some comforting, some niceness, right? And I feel with the cows, they're a very nurturing, very motherly, very loving energy. And so I'm feeling like with the cows, I felt like I had to do all cows because that's really what I felt coming through. It's that, just that energy of love, right, coming through to give us. But with the cow too, with yours, I'm feeling like you need to give some of that to yourself. I feel a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry here, with this little cow. And with this cow, I immediately got tapping. Like, you might do tapping. I think it's called EFT, right? Emotional face tapping. You might do EFT, or you might need to do EFT. Look it up. And there's a lot of videos too here on YouTube that show you like where are the places to tap, and it really does help. There's been a lot of research done that it proves that it does help with, like, even physical issues. If your body's in pain or something, right, it helps with physical issues. It helps with stress, anxiety, mental issues, just not feeling good. So it has a lot of benefits. There's really a lot of benefits to it. I haven't done it in a while, but before I used to do it like every morning, and I had those specific tapping spots in my face. I think I'm going to get into it again. Maybe this message is for me too. Maybe I need to get into it again, but definitely with this cow, I got tapping. Like, you need to do definitely the face tapping. It's going to help relieve stress, anxieties, worries. And again, if you're even feeling pain in your body, it will help calm it. But let's see your card, and then we're going to pull more cards. Okay, so we have 52 breaking down to a 7. It says healing and mending. So yeah, so this might be a time that you need to heal and mend certain things with certain people, and maybe even certain connections, because there's 2 little fairy girls and they're mending a party banner. So I do feel like maybe there's connections here with somebody or with multiple people that you need to heal. But again, I feel like it first starts with you. It first starts with you, and then once you're feeling better, you might feel like you're able to talk to somebody or clear the air with them. You know what I mean? There's something here of like maybe you don't have the communication with them because maybe you're so angry at them, or they're angry with you, or whatever the situation was. But I do feel like taking that time for you to work on you, to love yourself, give yourself the love that you want. Maybe the love this person didn't give you. This could be a mother, a sibling, a father, a parent, a grandparent. Maybe it's like the love and affection they didn't give to you. Give it to yourself, because this is like almost like an bigger fairy or older fairy, a mother, sister, something like that. And then here's the little girl fairy. So this could be somebody older than you, that there's something here that needs some type of mending or healing, and you've been thinking about it. But again, with the cow, I feel like the cow was saying, first, let's focus on you. Let's focus on your healing and feeling better, and then you can talk to this person or these people after. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get you some cards. So we have the little turtle here, amethyst. We'll get these. Yeah, these are the tarot. Okay, what does this little cow have for you? Okay, so we have the page of, what is this? We have the page of wands here. Oh, it's a rat, or it's a possum. Okay, walking on the wire. The page of wands. Yeah, there's something inside of you that you want to bring out. Maybe there's something you want to create, something you want to do, or again, maybe it's just something that you're trying to do, which is like clear the air with somebody. This possum rat is walking on this electric wire. So I do feel like, with the electric, the connection, right? So again, it's like maybe there's something that you want to do, which is maybe connect with somebody or talk to somebody. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, letting go. Oh, letting go of those stresses. We have Judgment here. Look at that. And the bird has the cage open. The cage door is open so the bird can leave, and the bird's still standing there like, should I do it? Should I not? There's worries and anxieties here over doing this. Whatever this is, like I said, I feel like it could be talking to somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, or it could be just taking that leap of faith and putting into action that passion that you have here with this Page of Wands. It's like there's something that you're passionate about, something that you want to do, but you're like, is this a risk worth taking? Should I do it? And there's been that worry and that stress that's been in your head about it. And it's like you don't know if you should do it or not. The Judgment card does talk about like reconnecting too, or giving somebody a second chance, letting them in your life again, that type of thing. So again, this could be that you're maybe thinking about talking to this person or letting them back into your life, but then again, you're like, is this going to be like a shock? Like, is this going to be electricity that's going to shock me in the end, right? And it's going to be like a bite in the ass. So again, it's like you're thinking about this, whether should you mend this connection with this person or not. And again, in the end, that's up to you if you mended with them or not. But the most important thing here, I think, is the focus on you, on your healing, on you making yourself feel better with this person around or not. Whether you decide to let them in your life or not, this is about you healing, right? And then we have the Death card. There it is again. It was peeking and it's back again. It's in the reverse. It's a cat. It's in the reverse. So it's like something is gone. I just heard let bygones be bygones. So yeah, letting this go, letting something go, because then we do have the cat in the reverse, and like I said, we do have this rat crossing the wire, like to go to the other side of this connection, right? It's like maybe a phone connection, an electricity connection, something like that. So the rat is trying to go to the other side to make the connection to get to the other side, but the cat is in the reverse. The cat's like, no, don't come crossing over here. Oh, and the cat does have a mouse that he caught. Oh, look at that. Oh, I didn't see that. So the cat does have the mouse, the rat, and it's upside down. Yeah, we know what that means. He caught the rat and the rat's upside down. Oh, okay, yeah. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There's been no balance or reciprocity. Maybe you were giving too much and you're like, I'm just tired of being the one that's always giving, or giving in. Two is like the one that's always apologizing. Maybe you're the one that's always apologizing. Maybe you're the one that's always giving in. Maybe you're the one that's always saying, I'm sorry, I was wrong, even though you weren't all the time. But it seems like you just let it go that way so there won't be no problems. And it's like already like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having to be the one that gives in all the time and you don't hear sorry back. It's like you do the apologizing, the being there for the person, the this and that, but it's like that person's not there, and they're also just not giving back. Hmm. Okay, and we have the 10 of Wands. Wow, 10 of Wands, responsibilities, burdens. It's like it's too much. And yeah, it might seem like you're ready to let go, but then at the same time, it's almost like you want to again reach out and mend it and be like, "Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Again, being you, right? The one that has to say sorry, but it's kind of like you're at that point, that realization like, "Wait, is this something I should continue?" Because again, it's like it's not working if it's constantly having to be where you're the one doing the mending. There's a tear in it, and then you go and you mend it, and it tears again, and maybe this person or these people are the ones causing the tear, but you're the one that goes and does the mending. You can't keep doing that because they're going to keep tearing. They're going to keep tearing this, and you're going to keep mending it. So it's a cycle, and you're like, should I still do this? You definitely put a lot of work into this situation, relationship, friendship, whatever this is, family ship, whatever this is. You definitely are the one that's like put a lot of work into it. And here with the dog, you've been very loyal, you've been very good, and again, you've been very consistent in this person's life or these people's life, to be there, to be the one that's always consistent with the apology, to be the one that's always consistent to reach out, the one that's, and it's almost like enough is enough, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get some of these little cards here. Okay. We do have the tiger's eye. It's a little flying pig. When pigs fly, how the saying goes. Yeah, when pigs fly, that's tiger's eye. Okay. So we have 44, master number 44 with respire. Look at the horse. He just needs to take a break. He needs to take a breather. Respire. Yeah, you definitely do need to, again, maybe disconnect from this situation and just put the focus on you. Even though that might seem hard to do, and you already know that this person or these people are expecting you to be the one to cross the line again, to go over and apologize, to make the phone call and apologize. Okay, what do we have here? We have friendship, collaboration, 33. Wow, so we had 44 with respire, and now we have collaboration and friendship with 33. So this could be a friendship here. Collaboration, again, it's like you're always working on mending this, but this person doesn't do that, because we do have um the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse. The little mouse is inside the teacup, and then here we have the rabbit and the mouse together drinking tea. And it's that friendship, that collaboration, where you're always putting the work in, but this other friend here, the friend, is always, not putting their part in. So this could be a friendship, collaboration with people that you work with, um, maybe even family. Okay, we have harmony, 12 breaking down to a 3. Here's that number 3 again with harmony, and all these birds are on the tree, so they're in communication, they're making harmony together, they're getting along, and here with the collaboration and friendship, I feel like the only way for you to get along with this person or these people is to like kiss their butt, honestly, and or that's how they like it. And here with this judgment card, and you're like, should I go, should I not? I feel like you're at that point where you're just trying to break free of this. Too many cards. Okay. And we have dissipate. Wow, 37 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1 with dissipate here. Something is wasting away. Maybe you also feel like your time is wasting away. It's almost like hearing like, well, what do you give me? You don't give me anything. And it's kind of like, wait, you give them your time, you give them your energy, and they give nothing back. And this is just a situation, whatever the situation is, that is just dissipating. It's wasting away, and it's wasting away at you. It's wasting away at your tranquility, at your inner peace, at your time. Okay, what is this? Fortune 27 breaking down to a 9, 9 the number of completion. This cat is having himself a good meal all by himself, and he has so much food around him, and this is all for him. He's definitely being fortunate, and having a good time with himself. That's something very fortunate. And it's not like money and something that money can buy, is that contentness, that peace that you have with yourself, to sit by yourself and enjoy a meal. He looks so happy. He's just eating all that food at the table and he looks so happy. So that's fortune right there. And it's not about the money, right? It's about how you feel. He has fortune because of how he feels. And then we have number one with freedom. Exactly. There we go. Freedom. Because you've been contemplating this. Should I leave? Should I not leave? With judgment here in the bird, the door is open. So maybe it's like whatever this has happened, whatever the situation is that has happened, that you're no longer in contact with this person, maybe just let it go, right? I mean, just let it go. Give yourself that freedom, you know? That might be just what you need. Put that work on yourself. Okay, let me get one of these cards here. Let me get 3. And that will be it here for you. Let me get 3, please. Right now is a phase of transition for you is what I'm getting. Right now is definitely a phase of transition where you're at right now. I also feel like this is the time to rest, relax, be on the couch, be lazy, not do anything. We have 82 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1 with drunk. Okay, do you feel careless about not addressing a problem? So see, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you're in your head. That's what you're worrying about. You're feeling careless that you're not addressing this problem with this person, that you aren't mending, that you're not going over to mend things. Because again, maybe you're the one that always offers that olive branch. Maybe you're the one that's always like, hey, I'm sorry. Even though, again, it wasn't even you, the problem or the fight or whatever. But you might be feeling like, well, it's always me. So if I don't do it now, that's bad. But no, it's not. It's not, because you you don't have to be the one that always does this. And then we have 98 with unicorn. It says, are you ready to believe money is coming towards you for your good karma? Wow. So we have the unicorn bringing you money, and we do have the cat here with fortune, being happy, right? But also having fortune of money. So money might be coming in with this unicorn. And the unicorn to me is always that Greek god. I can't pronounce his name, Dionysus. It's always him. And to me, unicorns are always go side to side with him. And then also the 9 of Cups to me is also him. And so the 9 of Cups is, that contentment. Like, you got your 9 cups, you content, you chilling, you got money, you got material things, like you're good, right? 9 of Cups, you're just like chilling and looking at your rewards. So this is definitely your rewards that you're going to get to look at and enjoy and sit there basically by yourself and look at those rewards and enjoy them. And again, it's for your good karma. You might be feeling like a bad person though for not reaching out, but you're not. Okay, we have 93 with summer. Oh my gosh, and I was just thinking about summer too, kind of summer energy here. And we have summer. Have you noticed someone who was rude to you is now starting to warm up to you? See, look at that. This person might see that you aren't reaching out, that you are not kissing their butt, and they might start to come around. They might start to kiss your butt. Maybe they won't apologize, but maybe they'll just be nicer and try to act better. I don't know. But yeah, this could be somebody again that you've had problems with, issues with, that they've been hurtful with you for sure. We do have the pineapple here, all prickly, right? This person has definitely been prickly with their words with you. They've been hurtful. They've been rude. It says, this card says that they've been rude, and now they're going to start warming up to you. Well, well, well. The tables have turned, darkness. So yeah, so there's something here with this person. Again, maybe they're going to see that you're not reaching out, and they're going to maybe start trying to reach out. Whatever, if you talk to them, accept them, again, that's up to you. But I think the focus for now is you feeling better, okay? Working on you. And again, doing that EFT tapping is what I'm really getting here for you, okay? That's probably going to help to also clear your mind, get a little bit distractive of all the noise that's going on in your head, okay? All right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who chose power number 2, this cow here from Chick-fil-A that says eat more chicken, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities. And the modality of associated with is mutable. So you could be Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius. Okay. What I'm getting with this cow right away is like you needing to put on a comfy shirt is what I'm getting. Just how we're sometimes we're like dressed for work, or we're dressed up to go somewhere and we feel kind of not ourselves, but we feel a little bit kind of stuck in that clothes, a little bit, a little bit stiff in it. And then we get home and we change out of it and we change into our comfy pants or comfy pajamas or just a comfy shirt, and we feel better. We feel like, I can breathe now. Like, oh, I'm okay, I'm good. And so I'm kind of getting that energy here for you, like a shirt though. You need to put on a comfy shirt, something that makes you feel like you can breathe, like you can be you again, because maybe you're feeling a little bit like you're not you, a little bit constricted is what I'm getting. That's what I'm it's like, what am I feeling here? Now I'm able to say it. Constricted. You're feeling like maybe a little bit constricted in your energy and how you feel and how you move and how you're flowing right now. There's like a constriction in it. So I'm also getting, just help yourself along a little and put on a comfy shirt. That's what I'm getting. A comfy shirt is going to help move your energy a little bit out of that constriction. But your constriction could also be your mindset, right? The things going on, situations. But so again, the cows are very nurturing. It's a very nurturing, very loving, very motherly energy, very like, let me give you a hug energy. So again, I feel like maybe putting on that comfy shirt is like you giving yourself a hug, right? Giving yourself a hug, like saying, relax, I'm here for you. I'm here to hold you. I'm here to comfort you. So you might be needing to do that with yourself, okay? All right, let's get a look at your card. And it is 23. 23 breaks down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. And it is the card of peace. Okay, so definitely needing some peace, inner peace, right? Because again, I feel like all these cards are saying we need to do some work and heal on ourselves. We need to give ourselves some self love. Definitely feeling the energy of we need to give ourselves a hug, be more loving with ourselves, be more gentle with ourselves too. And we do have an egg here that needs to hatch. So again, it's like give yourself that love, and then you'll be able to give that love too. You'll be able to, like spread it, right? You'll be able to spread that love, that kindness to others because you're giving it to yourself first. It's like those angry people, those people that are like bitter and angry all the time. What do? They spew it, right? They're spilling over with hate and anger, and they try to make other people angry and miserable too, right? That's expression, misery loves company. So when somebody's so filled with that, they spread it to others. They give it to others. And it's the same thing with peace. It's the same thing with love. It's the same thing with kindness. We give that to others, and we're able to spill it over. When we're feeling it, we're able to spill it over onto somebody else so they feel it. So now they're feeling at peace. Now they're feeling kind. Now they want to do a kindness for somebody. Now they want to say something nice. You know what I mean? So that also is what I'm getting here with you. Give that to yourself, and it's going to spill out into other people, because there's definitely been difficulties here. And this is like a pink egg here. So again, it's that pink loving energy, heart chakra energy for sure. Okay. All right, let's get you some cards here, some tarot with this little purple, with this amethyst turtle here. Let's get you some tarot. Let's see what this cow has for you. Okay. Okay, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. Okay, Virgo energy, could also be Taurus, Capricorn. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh wow. You know the Queen of Pentacles is a mother energy. So you definitely are needing to give yourself that mother energy. See how this rat is looking up? And he has his hands kind of together and like he's looking up. Almost makes me think like of a child looking up to their mom for their mom to hold them, like, like get me, pick me up. You know how when little kids, babies do that? They look up to their mama to like hold them. And so that's what I'm kind of getting here with this Queen of Pentacles energy. It's that mother nurturing energy. And again, doing that with yourself, giving yourself that hug, right? And we do have the Four of Pentacles here with the little mouse with the cheese. And it is holding on to things. So maybe there's things that you are holding on to, pains, resentments, hurts that maybe you need to let go. And maybe hold on tighter to the things that are more positive and let go of those things that are negative. Could have to do with money issues too, with this Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Could be holding on to money because maybe there's a mindset and fear of losing it all, you know? So, yeah, so maybe needing to kind of work on that too, on that worry, on that fear. Um, of losing it, of losing finances or of losing somebody. But it's kind of like a lot of times when we're constantly worrying about the money not coming, we end up kind of in a way rejecting it and pushing it away from it coming more, you know? So there's maybe you need to be more at peace with yourself right now, and not worry so much about that because the mouse is holding the cheese, right? And again, Queen of Pentacles, money energy. And what do people call cheese, right? They call money cheese sometimes, you know, like you ain't going to get my cheese. So I kind of do feel maybe that energy too of like they're not going to get my cheese. So maybe worrying about that, like, you know, losing it. You could have some worries there. You could be up at night too, is what I'm getting. Nighttime is maybe when you're worried. That's maybe when your mind is kind of like, you know, just spinning, you're spinning its wheels, right? A lot more at nighttime. Maybe it's harder for you to sleep at night, to get rest, to get peace, to or even get a peaceful night's sleep. Is what I'm getting here. Maybe your peace recently has your peace, your sleep has been disturbed, like you're not at peace, you're not really resting. Capricorn energy, Virgo energy. Hmm. We do have Virgo here as one of the mutable signs. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Look at that. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Again, all of these are earth signs. Very worried energy of finances, of stability, of your surroundings, of your environment, of your economy. There's a lot of worries here. This Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you're worried about it not coming in. That's what I'm kind of getting here. Like you're worried about it not coming in, or you not being able to go get that coin, get that money. So maybe not being able to go to work or something like that too is what I'm getting. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, there we go. There's that air element, that mind energy, right? We have all this worry about money, and then we do have air element, which is about the mind, but it's about moving to calmer waters, moving to a more peaceful situation. And it could be just a peaceful situation in your head. Okay, that war that's going on in your head is going to lessen, right? It's going to get better. So this could even be you moving to somewhere else, be moving away or somewhere, you know, where it's maybe not as expensive or whatever, maybe something closer to your job or looking for another job somewhere. But this is definitely moving to a calmer situation. There's like a resolution of finding more peace here from these worries. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just heard putting your best foot forward. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. Let me get two more, please. There we go. And we have the Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. This is a little fish here. It's a white fish too. Money. Money, the fishes represent abundance, they represent money, right? They represent good luck, fortune. And it's in the reverse, the Hierophant Taurus energy. So maybe worried about where you live too is what I'm getting, or worried about making some type of payment, like maybe going to school and making like the payment. You're worried maybe about not having enough for that, or again maybe not having enough for your rent. Having to move also too, you know, with the Six of Swords and then the Hierophant in in the reverse, maybe having to move somewhere else, or like something switching, worried about being having to switch something because there's concerns again over the money thing. Oh, too many. Let me just look at the top. I'll peek at it. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. It's all money, 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 money. Like Mr. Krabs, right? Money, money, money. Okay, so then we have the Knight of Cups. There we go. Scorpio energy could also be Cancer, Pisces. With the Knight of Cups, there's an offer coming in. Somebody you know might make you an offer to maybe get another job, to live somewhere else, to work with them on something that maybe is going to get you more of this cheese that you're so worried about. So maybe there's a friend, a family member, somebody you know that definitely has love for you. This person is definitely, they care about you, they have concern for you, and they're definitely going to come in with an offer that is going to help kind of balance out some type of, you know, the resolution here. There will be like a balance to it. you know, whatever these worries and concerns are, this person is going to come with like maybe an offer or a solution to this. There's definitely going to be somebody talking to you about this, is what I'm getting. There's definitely communication coming in from somebody to help you. Hmm. Yeah, because I do see us shifting here from night to day. So I'm seeing there's going to be a shift here for you from night to day. Definitely better. Okay. So let's get some of these cards here with the tiger's eye pig. You know, it's a flying pig too. So, you know, when pigs fly. So let's see. Oh, okay. And we have card number one, who has freedom. Look at that, the horse running free. Yes, this is exactly what you want. You want freedom, and he's running. So again, you might want to leave. You might want to move. You might want to leave your job, get another job. But you want peace, is what you want. So you are definitely, this is what you want. You want a new beginning, because here's the egg that's going to hatch. So this is a new beginning. You want a new life, and you want peace in this life, because it's to say peace here. So you definitely do want peace in this new life. And you want to move towards freedom. And that was your first card. So I really like that energy. Okay. And what is this? 21 breaking down to a 3 with arrogance. Look at that. 21 breaking down to a 3. It is a dog with his martini. Okay. Arrogance. So maybe even seeing somebody's arrogance. Maybe you don't want to talk to them. Maybe you want to, again, leave them, leave the situation. Somebody's definitely being arrogant, and it's like you're seeing it, you're seeing that arrogance here with that dog with that martini in his hand. He's definitely looking at somebody's arrogance, and we do know that dogs are about loyalty, right? They're very much, they will stick to your side and be very loving no matter what. And so I do feel like maybe this is your energy. You've been very loving and sticking with somebody or a situation no matter what, but now it's like you're looking and seeing their arrogance, seeing them for what they really are. What is this card? Socialize 43, breaking down to a 7. Look, they're all playing poker, right? They're playing poker and drinking. The dogs and the cats are all chilling together, drinking and playing cards. So socializing, right? Again, I feel like somebody that cares for you, that has love for you, you know, is going to talk to you about maybe an offer here, about something that's going to give you freedom and give you peace, and peace of mind too, is what I'm getting. Like you really do need peace of mind. Um, we have acceptance with number 16 breaking down to a 7. There's a worry here about acceptance too. Maybe you not accepting something, or somebody maybe not accepting you, but there's a worry about acceptance. There's not just acceptance and yay, great. No, I feel acceptance and like almost sad or worry about acceptance. There's concern here about being accepted. Maybe accepted at a new school, or accepted at a new job, or accepted at a new home. There's a worry about being accepted. Okay. Hmm. Persevere. 46 breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. Persevere. Keep going. Again, keep going, because you are shifting from night to day. And I love that. And I love that for you. So, you know, it's like what I always say, our stop right now is not our permanent stop. We have to always remember that. As hard as it seems, as stuck as we seem like we are, we have to give ourselves that little thought once in a while to remember it's not always going to be this way. It has to change. Something's got to give, right? So persevere, keep going, keep pushing. And I definitely do this as a spirit guide pushing you to this. I'm also seeing the butterflies. So butterflies also could be like one of your signs from spirit, or butterflies you connect with. But I'm seeing butterflies, and they're like saying you have to push on, like you have to persevere. It's not going to stay this way forever. And we have, what is this? I can't see, because I only wrote them in pen. So that's why you can't see what it says, because I wrote it in pen instead of with marker. This is number 22 with gossiping. And we have these two cats here being catty. No. So we have two cats drinking, of course, because it seems like in all these cards, the animals are drinking, they're celebrating. But these two cats are gossiping. So there might be gossip. You might have concerns too of people gossiping about you or accepting you or talking about you, or even like in socializing with friends. Maybe you're afraid that they're gossiping about you, but if they are, this is somebody that is arrogant, and then you're able to see them. You're able to see them for who they are. You're like, man, this is an arrogant ass beep, you know. And this could be the person or the people that are gossiping about you, but I wouldn't care too much or put too much concern to that, because there's other concerns. And if these people aren't feeding you, right? If they're not feeding you, if they're not effing you, then what does it matter what they think, right? All right, so let's go ahead. And here we do have the snake crystal, okay? We're going to pull 3 cards from this deck. Let me get 3 cards, please. Let me get 3. One more. Okay, there it is. Okay. This one wants to come on. Let me just take a peek at it. And we have church. 16 breaking down to a 7. Are you questioning if your beliefs are yours or what you've been told to believe? Okay, and that card wanted to come out with your beliefs. So you're questioning your beliefs. And you're questioning acceptance too. There's worry about acceptance here. Okay, so we have 81 breaking down to a 9 with couch. Okay, it says, was something that was supposed to be comfortable turned apprehensive real quick. So again, like I said at the beginning, kind of like laying on the couch and needing to relax in your comfy shirt. And this talks about, something being comfortable, but then it turned apprehensive. So again, maybe you see somebody's true colors, and again, you're just kind of walking away from that, and you're like, I need my peace, or you just need your peace because of the environment, where you're living or where your work is, or the people that are even surrounding you, or even family, right? And you're just like, yeah, I'm seeing the arrogance, I'm seeing, the way these people talk and how they're making me feel, and I'm just like not comfortable here. I need my peace. I need a new beginning here. You definitely want a new beginning. A life change is what I'm getting for you. We have 22 with pillows. Are you kidding me? So we have the couch and now we have pillows. Are you kidding me? It says, is your home a place you feel safe and secure? See what I tell you, what I tell you, what I tell you. So we have the couch, which was supposed to be comfortable, turned apprehensive. Like there's problems there. There's problems and having peace. There's problems in having peace. And then we have the pillows here. Is your home a place you feel safe and secure? Maybe your home is, you don't feel safe and secure anymore. That's why we do have the 6 of Swords. Where is it? Yeah, that's why we have the 6 of Swords here, where you're moving, or you're moving on. You're moving somewhere better, somewhere calmer. And again, it couldn't just be just your home, but it could be like your work, your connections, whatever it is. It's like you want peace, you want something better, you want something calmer, that where you don't have all the stress, the worry, the problems. And we have number 47, breaking down to an 11, breaking down to a 2 with crystals. And here's the amethyst crystal. And we do have the turtle here. It is amethyst. And look, we have amethyst here on this crystal card. So maybe you might need to work with amethyst. Amethyst is really good too, like for nighttime. And like I said, I feel like you're up at night. Might as well put some amethyst to work at night with you. You know, get some amethyst. You could hold it, wear a necklace, pendant, ring, whatever. Some, just have amethyst with you, and it is going to help uh, help get you calmer, to get you a calmer mindset. It also does help with the dreams. It also does help with like your psychic abilities. So amethyst is really good, and we do have it here with the little turtle. Okay, and the turtles are about wisdom. So again, it's probably going to give you answers and clarity that you're like worrying about. Okay, so let's go back to the card crystals. What in your life needs to be healed? There you go. What in your life needs to be healed? Yeah, that is you. That is your connections, you know. But again, it is you. It is you needing to be more comfortable, needing to be more at peace, okay? Needing to feel safe, needing to feel like everything's okay because you're healed. Everything's going to be okay. Wow. All right, Pile 2, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, this cow here with the kitchen is closed sign, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities, and the modality of associate this pile with is cardinal. So it could be an Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, okay? What I am getting with this cow here is that you might be feeling a little bit agitated with people, with yourself. It's becoming like your your tolerance for people for people's like dumbness, I guess you could say, is becoming like shorter. So I do feel like you're just like not having it right now, and again, like I said, in all the piles, the cow is about nurturing, is about gentleness, it is about being more loving, more soft. And so maybe you might need to do that with yourself and maybe a little bit with people. I don't know, but I do feel like you're just irritated, like your people are just irking you, they're irritating you. So I do feel like maybe that's where you might need to have a little bit of more gentleness because you're being irritated by people may be demanding too much from you too, is what I'm getting. Like people are too demanding of you, or they're just too expecting that you're going to do something. They're too expecting of you. I'm sorry if you hear all that noise. That is my neighbors. Okay, in every video you hear me say this, I'm sorry about the noise, it is my neighbor. So again, speaking of being irritated, right, speaking of being irritated by people, there you go. That's one thing right there too. Maybe your neighbors are irritating you too, or maybe there's just people that are loud and noisy and stuff like that, and you're just like, tone it down. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at your card. So you have number 3, in between worlds. Okay, so here with this flamingo, it is in between worlds. It isn't basically kind of in that moment of we're not there yet where we want to go, where we're trying to go, but we're no longer in the past either. So we're just kind of in the moment of in the moment, right? We're kind of in that yeah, and then that be in between stage right now. So we're not fully into the new thing we want, into the new reality and the new phase of our life, but we're not necessarily in the past either. We're kind of moving past it here. We're definitely working to moving past it. Also with the number 3, it's very creative. So maybe there's something you're creating. You're somebody maybe very creative. So maybe there's something that you're working on to move to this new phase, to manifest, to change, whatever it is, you're working on this. You're somebody very creative, very intelligent. This is Aquarius energy here. Um, you might also be bored, is what I'm getting. You might be feeling bored with things. So again, it's maybe you're trying to create a new way of doing things. Because I'm feeling like you get bored and your mind's always thinking. So it's like you're maybe trying to bring some type of change into your situation, whatever that might be. Okay, let's get you some cards. We do have the little turtle amethyst here. So let's get you some tarot. Let's see what we have for you, pile 3. We have the 10 of wands. Oh my goodness. The 10 of wands. And again, it's like you feel like everybody's expecting for you to do everything. Like all the weight is on your shoulders. People are expecting of you to do everything, for you to do the work, for you to this, for you to set up the meetings, for you to go here, for you to go there. And it's like everything is just on you. And you're like, okay, can I get some help here or get a break here? So yeah, maybe you're trying to change that. Maybe you're trying to get others to help you, or maybe you're trying to get more breaks, or some, less time doing this work, or whatever it is that you do, or even at home, right? It's like you're trying to change the dynamic of it here, is what I'm getting, but you're not quite there yet. And then we have the 2 of swords. Look at that. Okay. Libra energy, air element. We do have Libra here as a cardinal sign. Okay. And again, you're kind of in that crossroads. These 2 birds are facing each other, the opposite of each other. So you're at a crossroads right now. Again, you're in that in between. You're at that crossroads, in that in between, with these 2 birds going in opposite directions. You're kind of like, well, what do I do? How do I do this? How do I stop carrying these damn 10 wands and maybe carry 5, right? And give the other 5 to someone else. So you're irritated right now, that's what I'm getting. Okay, and we have strength here. Look at that. And the dog is licking the cat. How cute. We have the strength card here, Leo energy. There's a lot of internal strength within you. And it's almost like, yeah, like it's frustrating you though, that again, everything's expected of you. People rely on you too much, and people, because they definitely do believe in you. That's the thing too. I mean, that's a good thing, right? But again, it starts to become a burden when it's like, because they believe in you, they rely on you so much that it's like you're doing everything, you end up doing all of it. You end up fighting their fights too, is what I'm hearing. Because I'm seeing like somebody in the boxing ring. So it's almost like you are fighting their fights. Like they're not even fighting their own fights, battles anymore. You're doing it all. And you're like, can I sit this round out? I'm already 9 rounds in. Let me have a round where I sit it out. Or can we tag? Can we tag team and I tag you in and I'm out? Like something like that. So it's like you're tired and irritated. Oh, and we have Judgment here. Look at that. And we do have the bird with the he's in that bird cage, but the door is open and he's just sitting there. I think pile one also had this card. And the bird is just sitting there. Like he could leave, he could fly away, but he's thinking about it. Again, being at that crossroads, like what do I do? How do I change this? How do I create this to where I can fly out of the cage every once in a while, where I can be free, right? Where I can go in and out of the cage as I please and not have the door closed on me all the time. How can I do this? So you're definitely at that crossroads. You're trying to figure out how to create this. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. This is Pisces energy. And you knowing that there's already like a certain solution on how to do this, but you're also thinking about like other options, but you also know that those other options aren't really viable, like they're not really going to work out. So you already know that there's like this one option on how to go about this, but you're still like, do I do it? Do I not? Okay, oh, it's a lot of cards. We have the Hermit here, Virgo energy. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, working on things, working on something. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. What? Look at this. We have the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. You needing some, definitely some solo time to figure this out. And they need to figure out how to do their own work or how to do their own thing if this is at home. But this is kind of like letting them figure out the way for themselves. Because this mouse is looking at the road, like which way to go. And yeah, this is the thing here. You kind of need to let them figure out how to do things without you and your help all the time, without you having your hand in it. Because I see you have your hand in things all the time, but it's not because you want to. It's more like with this Ten of Wands here, it's like your responsibility, or they gave you the job to do it, or it's at home and your kids expect you to do it, or something like that, where it's like this has been bestowed upon you without you really wanting it. The Knight of Pentacles, very stable. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, very stable energy. You're somebody very stable. And it's not just with finances, but you're very stable in people's lives. But I also feel like you're in a net between where you're like, I have to have some time for me. And again, the cow is very loving, but towards yourself, very healing towards yourself, very like, I need my peace, I need my space, I need a breather, that type of thing. Okay, let's get a card. Let's get some cards from here. Oh my gosh, Freedom is the first card. This card was also the first card in pile 2, and it came out in pile 3. Not as their first card, but it was definitely in pile 3 also. Yeah, I am feeling like the same energy from the cows, basically wanting all 3 piles to feel freedom, and to feel freedom within themselves, to feel free in their own skin. Wow, freedom again. All 3 piles in pile 2. It was their first card too, and it is your first card from this deck here, from this pig's flying deck. This is a pig with wings. It's a tiger's eye pig, and he has wings. So when pigs fly, you're gonna have that freedom, right? When pigs fly, freedom, freedom to do your own thing. And we have 17 breaking down to an 8 with cycles. And then we do have the 8 of Pentacles here. So this is a cycle here. And there's a transition. And then here with this mouse, it's like he's turning this ball or this wheel or whatever. So he's like spinning it. So we do have the cycles here. There is a changing here. 17 breaking down to an 8. It could have to do again and how you do things, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whatever aspect of your life, how you do things. There's a change coming about it in the way you do it. And again, maybe you're just still going to do it, but just do it in a different way, because with this number 3 here, I feel like you're going to do it, but you're trying to figure out a different way and how to do it, right? Indulge, number 10, breaking down to a 1. Look at a rabbit and the cat are having a picnic. They're indulging here. So you might need to indulge in something. Indulge with yourself, with maybe hang out with some friends, or just do something for you, because again, I feel like there's a burden here of, especially with that 10 of wands, there's a burden here of like, I need a break. And again, you're trying to figure out how to change it. Not that you're going to stop doing it or you're going to stop working or quit, but you're just trying to figure out a different way on how to go about it, where it's not just on your shoulders. The weight isn't all on you, where you're able to be like, okay, I'm getting a little breather here, and I don't have to be in the boxing ring, especially when it's not my fight. You don't need to be in the boxing ring all the time. Interesting. It's kind of like with this cow here and how it has the little sign, kitchen is closed. I wrote this and I put it in the kitchen at night for my kids. Not that I'm being mean and saying, don't go in the kitchen, kitchen's closed, don't get anything. No, I mean, kitchen is closed as in once I do the dishes, once I clean the stove, once I clean the counters, the countertops, once the table's clean, like once everything is done and put away for the night, every night, that's my routine. Everything is cleaned up and put away in the kitchen. That means the kitchen is closed. So don't come to me at 10 o'clock at night, the way they do sometimes, and say, I'm hungry. You ate already. You had dinner. Why are you being hungry right now? So the thing to me, when I have this there, it means like, don't come tell me I'm hungry so I can make you something to eat and have to dirty the dishes again and have to take out the pots and pans and I have to cook. And then again, I'm gonna have to go through the cycle of rewashing the dishes, cleaning the counter, cleaning the stove, blah, 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 blah. So when I say kitchen is closed, it means I'm not going to cook, but you can still go in the kitchen, get a snack. You can get a bag of chips. You can get cookies. You can get an apple. You can get a banana. Like you can get a pudding. Like there's definitely the kitchen's still open for you to be able to get something that you can manage yourself. Again, a snack, right? A bag of chips or something like that, something that they can manage themselves, that I don't have to go into the cycle of recleaning. And but it is closed for, like, I'm not going to get up and cook right now. I'm not going to, everything's been done, dinner's done, whatever. I'm not going to get up and cook. So again, it's kind of like I'm kind of seeing that here with you, where it's kind of like, it's not like you're not going to do it, but I see you're trying to make it into a different way where the burden and the weight isn't so much on you, that you're constantly doing this. And you definitely do need that breather. You need that freedom. And so you're in that in between of like, how am I going to do it? How am I going to go about it? Right. So anyways, that's what I'm kind of seeing here too. So the kitchen is closed, right? But it doesn't mean that it's closed for everything. It's just closed for certain things where you're not going to, have all the weight on you like that. Okay. So we have two cards. Where is this? It says echoes, number 40, breaking down to a 4 with echoes in the cherry blossom tree. Very beautiful. And this bird is like talking or singing. There's just one bird here, but what he's saying is echoing. So yeah, so it's like you doing something or saying something that is going to create a change here. There's a vibration here with these cherry blossoms too. There's a vibration here that you are changing. So again, it's like you're doing it, but there's something in the vibration that has changed and you're trying to figure that out. Okay, uplifted with number 2. Look at this horse. He is uplifted and he's able to run and move forward. Number 2. And that is the card of partnerships. It is also Libra energy to me. And we do have Libra here as a cardinal sign. So this could have to do in your relationship, a partnership of like a committed relationship, or it could have to do with your partnership of maybe business, or it could just have to do with work, right? It's something different here at work, where you are feeling uplifted and maybe you're able to uplift others. But again, I feel like there's something changing in the way things are done here. Okay. And we have 31 breaking down to a 4 with commitment. Look at that. The rabbit has a flower pot in his head, and then inside the flower pot is a little mouse. So commitment here. So there is something changing in your commitment. It is 31 breaking down to a 4. That is the number of stability. Could also be 4th house, which is Cancer's house. So yeah, there's definitely something changing here for you. Could be in your home life. Could be at work. Could be with finances. Okay. And we have 13 bringing down to a 4 with messages. Here's that number 4 again. Here's that number 4 with messages. That is the number of stability. There's going to be communication here, maybe talking to somebody about stability. Again, maybe in the way things are done, there's going to be changes. I feel very sneaky energy too, and it might be your energy to where you're almost feeling sneaky because you're trying to figure out a different way is what I'm getting. But I feel like he, like ha ha ha, that kind of like, like a sneaky energy, but it's not in a bad way. It's just almost like you're trying to figure out yourself on how to do this, how to be able to fly in and out of that bird cage without having to like have it shut completely with you in it or shut completely with you out of it. So it's kind of like so that it can be open so for you to go in and out of it. Okay, let me get one. Oh, okay, fell on the floor. Okay, 2 fell. We have 26 breaking down 28 with joy. Look at that. The freedom that this horse and this bird have, it's just joy. That freedom, right? Here we do have the first card of freedom with the horse running. You have joy when you are free. So you're going to feel more at peace with this. Confidence, 54 breaking down to a 9, the number of completion. There's going to be more confidence in you, in yourself, and how you do things, and maybe even having more confidence in your partner or your person or whoever these people are, there's going to be more confidence in them too, and you're going to be able to give them more of your confidence. So there's going to be reciprocity here is what I'm getting. This is going to turn into something that has reciprocity, where you're not just giving and they're taking, but they're also going to be able to give back. Okay, let's get 3 of these. Yeah, I'm seeing 3rd chakra and 4th chakra, okay? So that is the solar plexus and the heart chakra. So when I do see these 4s here, this also might be 4th chakra, heart chakra. So that heart healing. Okay, 3 cards, please. Okay, your first card is 83, breaking down to an 11, breaking down to a 2, 2 partnerships again with rainbow. You're at a positive turning point in your life. Are you excited and ready? There you go. You're at that turning point, okay, because you're in that in between, and it's that turning point with the rainbow here. Yeah, because you're going from the to the cloudiness, the gray area, to the color where it's all bright and colorful, and then there's a rainbow there. So you're definitely moving towards that. 2 more, please. We have egg here with number 9, 9 the number of completion. Are you cleansing the slate to start a new venture? Look at that. Are you cleansing the slate to start a new venture? So you're definitely on something new. Again, I feel like you're trying to figure it out, where you're trying to make the change here. You're not completely getting rid of what you're doing or changing it or quitting your job or whatever, but it's like you're working in a different change here. You're cleansing the slate to start on a new venture. Also, egg cleanse, right? You might be needing to do an egg cleanse on yourself, or maybe this is something you've been doing. 9 is the number of completion. So it's like something is ending. There's a cycle here ending, so we can go into a new beginning with the number 10. The 10, we go into a new beginning. So you're just almost out of the gray and into the color area here. It's like you're almost out of it. 1 more, please. And again, you might need to do an egg cleanse on yourself. Egg cleanses are really good for cleaning up all that yucky energy that we feel sometimes, that we absorb, especially as sensitive people. I know eggs are expensive, but maybe doing 1 egg cleanse a month on a Friday, I think would be good, or on a Tuesday, do an egg cleanse on yourself at night before you go to bed, and you're going to start to maybe even feel better. 1 more, please. There we go. And we have 71 breaking down to an 8 with falling. What has you losing sleep and feeling inadequate about yourself? Oh, look at that, falling. What has you losing sleep and feeling inadequate about yourself? So, yeah, you might be feeling inadequate if you're not doing everything, if you're not helping. And again, it's not like you want to, it's like it's been put upon you. But at the same time, you're still going to feel like, oh, this is something I should do, or maybe they need me to do it. And so it's like worrying you, it's stressing you, it's troubling you, and it has you losing sleep. But again, you're making a turning point here, to make changes, to move into something more positive, where you're not feeling that 10 of Wands energy, where I heard bad dog. Okay, so where you're not feeling like a bad dog, right? If you stop doing something, or doing it in the way that you do it, or helping the way that you help, because again, you need to be able to come in and out of your cage and not just be locked in it all the time. Okay, all right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.